That was my incredible guest that is joining me right here on the Morning Express. And you get to really see the work before you see the man that created everything that is what you just watched. And right here on the show, I get to be joined by Poloko Mmakgolane, a very well-established motivational speaker, keynote speaker, and also one that addresses the social ills and conflicts that we might have with ourselves and really addressing it to the core. And I get to be joined by the man of the hour right here on the Morning Express. Good morning, my leader. How do you do?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Fantastic. Where do we start? I mean, your energy, absolutely great. Let us get into before you blow up on TikTok, because there's even TikTok, but before that, the career aspect of Poloko. Where were you born? Who raised you? What motivated you to be the man that you are today?
Yeah, so I'm a boy from Rustenburg. Born in Rustenburg. I think I was born in Rustenburg, but I grew up in Rustenburg in a village called Tlatlaganyane. I'm a village boy, so I was in Tlatlaganyane, and then somewhere in my childhood moved all the way to the Northern Cape, Kuruman. So it was just from dust to dust, and then came back to Rustenburg when I was 12 years old, because when I was a kid, I was actually living with my grandmother. So for most of my childhood, I was raised by my grandmother. Who did the most for me. So when she passed away, then I came to Rustenburg, and been in Rustenburg ever since.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So, and also, well, since you mentioned TikTok, it's actually interesting because before TikTok, I had been doing this since 2015. Since 2015, I've been doing this, and nobody really knew because I wasn't social media savvy.
Yeah.
I wasn't social media savvy, didn't care for it. But you know, speaking to thousands of teenagers on a weekly basis across the schools in Rustenburg, but I just wasn't on the social scene. I wasn't on social media. I didn't have enough people seeing it, so. Now we're glad that we're here.
I mean, TikTok, certainly, but I think even the power of digital, the power of the apps that we have within the global aspect, within every other country, they can see the videos that you upload within TikTok. But take me through where you found your voice, where you said, this is exactly what I want to do, and speaking has become my career path, has become my escape, not only for myself, but even for the next child that needs to hear that confidence is important. Speaking up about the experiences that you go through is very important. How then did you find your voice as a young man in South Africa?
It's rooted in church. It's rooted in church for me. So for me, it started in church when I was 19 years old. So the guy that you see right now and the guy that you see on TikTok is not the same guy that I was in high school.
Yeah.
So in high school, there was no indication whatsoever that I could be what I am today, doing what I'm doing today. There was no indication. I was a soft-spoken, timid kid. Extremely introverted. I was really afraid of people. So there was that, and then as time went by, when I turned 19, when I was 19, it was time to go to university. Finished high school, but I didn't have money to go to university. My parents didn't have the money to send me, which really turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Because I then decided I was going to go to a church, a local church, did an internship over there. And when I was there, I was like, listen, I'm going to do whatever you want me to do because I don't know what I'm good at. I don't know what I'm good at. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going on. And then there was a turning moment, which was that year after high school. And like I told you, this is rooted in church. So when I had finished high school, the day that I got my matric results, which is the year after, when I got the matric results, I still remember it hit me so hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked at these results, I was like, well, nobody's going to give this a bursary, first of all. So
we laugh about it today, but then it was
yeah, now at that time I was crushed. I was so scared. You know when you're so scared because you feel like you just stepped into a new realm. It's like a new
world, an entire new circumference of doing new things.
Yeah, you just stepped out of the security of high school because high school was so secure. It was you know, I know where my meals come from. I know where this comes from. I know who's taking care of me. I don't have much responsibility. So when I stepped into that, I was so scared because the question was always there: what you gonna be? What you gonna do? So it was really hard for me. And then what I did, the day I got those results, that December I had gotten a holiday job. So after that holiday job, I went to go collect my pay, you know, my final pay. I was like, let's get this money. And when I got there, the money was very disappointing, and it was a little bit of money. So I took this little bit of money, which was the only money that I had at that time. And then I decided, something just said to me, go get a Bible, right? Something just said, go get a Bible. And we call it something, but I know it was God in hindsight. So I said, you know what, this is tricky because I can't shake this. So I decided, okay, let me just do it. Went, got a Bible, stepped into that shop. I said, lady, can I get a Bible? She said, which one? I said, normal English Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because at home we had a King James version. Thou art, all that stuff. So I got that, and then went home, and when I read it, the first thing that I read was Jeremiah 1:5, which said, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you, and before you were born into the world, I had already set you apart.
Speak.
And when I read that, I was like, this is so good. This is so good. Now I'm trying to find out, like, what is this that I was set apart for? And so got onto that journey, and ever since that was the basis of it. That's where it started. And I said, from now on, I'm going to live the rest of my life trying to figure out exactly what it is that I was set apart for.
Yes.
And I was not going to stop at anything to go for it. And so that's what I've been doing for myself, and in the process I'm trying to do that for everybody else, to get other people to the point where they can also ask the question, what is it that I was set apart for? What does it look like?
Yeah.
Where do I go? How do I get there? And it's been a very exciting journey so far.
Definitely.
It's been a very exciting journey so far, because the reason I do it is because I know that there's a lot of young people, there's a lot of youth who are also in the same space, and when they try to give very generic answers as to where are you going, what are you doing. They try to do what might please other people, and so for me, since I discovered that, I was like, I will try to help as many people as I can be able to fearlessly pursue that thing that they were set apart for, because you understand that you were set apart.
Yeah.
What you're doing right now, this didn't start yesterday.
Yeah, didn't.
Before anybody else saw it, it was there.
Yeah, definitely.
It was there.
But I mean, there are so many things, and I'm really lost of words at this point, really allowing you to narrate the story, because people look at you today on TikTok and think that it was an easy journey, but there's also very moving times in your life that built and were really added on to the man that you are today. But also looking into the merchandise that is coming out, the book that you're writing, in literally 30 seconds, give us a preview of everything that else will be happening in your life at this point.
Yeah, so everything is really on my website, www.polokommakgolane.com. The main thing right now that's coming out is the book. Really excited about the book. Some of my story is in here, isn't there. The name of the book is How Can I Make a Difference? And it's titled that because I want to get other people to be asking this question, and the subtitle you'll see is the question that answers, because I really believe that if you want to make a difference, it starts with you asking, how can I make a difference? And then you're going to get that answer. You know, when you step into Galaxy, you've got to be asking, how can I make a difference today?
Definitely.
And so that's what that book is really all about, and I'm really, really excited for people to get to read it. So on the website, it's right there. Let's run it up. Let's make sure that this becomes an incredible story.
Yeah, definitely. Well, South Africa and everyone on the African continent, here is the man of the hour, and that was Poloko.
Pain is inevitable. You cannot escape it, and you cannot choose not to go through it. The only thing that you get to choose is the kind of pain you go through. Maintaining the discipline to beat your body into shape is painful, but so is living an unhealthy body. There is a struggle that comes with pursuing your calling, and sometimes it's painful, but so is living with unfulfilled dreams. Giving yourself to love someone completely makes you vulnerable to a world of pain, but loneliness is painful too. The process of chasing your dreams can be painful. The pain of regret is the saddest of all pains. There is a beautiful kind of pain, and there is pain that's ugly. Whatever you do, you cannot escape pain. So choose your pain.
And that was certainly the man of the moment that is joining me right here on the Morning Express, and he is absolutely giving us everything to know about him before they come up, before everything that went to social media. And we'll have an exclusive later on during probably the month of February. Just engage with him. But where can people get a hold of you on social media, Poloko?
As many platforms as we can make it. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. TikTok is the place to be.
Yeah.
So over there, putting out motivation daily. The name is Poloko Mmakgolane, so you can just search for Poloko Mmakgolane. I will pop up on any of those social media platforms, and yeah, man, we'll keep on creating content. We're putting it out every single day. And if I can say this as well, because I think a lot of people are always skeptical about, you know how people say motivation doesn't last. And I was thinking this morning about Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar once said, people say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. And that's why it's recommended
all the time.
Every day.
Certainly.
Every day.
Sure, but thank you very much, man. I really do hope that we had enough time to go over everything that you've experienced throughout your life, but we'll certainly have that exclusive with you.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well, South Africa and everyone on the African continent, this was the man of the hour that got to join me and grace me with his presence. But for myself, Harmony Mpele, Upele Khulu Nontandu Dlambulu Langa Lokulunga, Obito Bigazo Sompi Sondabezita, I'm out.